All right, guys, I had the craziest thing just happen to me. I had a lady that just called me on my personal MuteMe line and say, hey, you're ripping people off. What you're doing is an absolute disgrace. I can't believe that you would do things like this to rip off honest, everyday Americans. And I was like, wait, what? What's going on? I talked to her for, a good minute or so, and I realized after basically just saying, hey, I have no idea what you're talking about. Just can you enlighten me with respect to what's happened here? Because obviously we're not on the same page. And after talking to her for about 2 minutes, I realized that someone called her and used our number, my personal number, and reached out to her to say that she had bought, a couple $1,000s worth of telephone equipment from Amazon, and they're calling from Amazon to help reverse those charges. It was obviously some type of scam that I'm not aware of, but it was some type of scam, and to try to get her to either, transfer or give, them account access to her Amazon account maybe, or to transfer money to pay off the bill. I don't know exactly what the end game was, but yeah, they used our number. So I looked into it. I checked all of her accounts real quick while I was on the phone with her, because I thought immediately, did we get hacked? Did something happen? And we use, really strong security practices and policies. None of that stuff should happen, but you can never be too sure. So after checking everything and realizing that we had no unauthorized account access, there was nothing bad that happened on our end, I realized that they had used a caller ID spoofer. So a caller ID spoofer is a way to basically fake the caller ID number from where someone is calling. It's a very easy way to do it. In fact, back when I was in college, I had a friend who was on the verge of not graduating from college, and I spoofed the caller ID of the admissions office to call him and give him a little scare. We used automated voice. It was basically, like, hey, and I'll just say Mr. Singh to keep it simple, but hey, Mr. Singh, this is an automated call from California State University, Chico. We need to set up an appointment with the registrar's office to come in and do a talk. And so I remember doing this myself a long time ago just to mess with one of my friends. And I immediately called him afterwards and told him it was a joke, but just after he was scared out of his mind of what could happen. But this type of spoofing is being used by criminals to do bad things. And they had a 1 in 10,000 shot of picking our number, because what they do is they make the call seem like it's coming from a local number. She had a 707, which is basically Vacaville, Bay Area, Napa phone number, and 456, right? 707-456, which is a Willits number. And my personal line is a 707-456 number as well. And so they just randomly picked 4 digits, and they happened to pick ours. So we were able to figure it out. We were able to realize that it wasn't anything in terms of, any kind of hacking or account being compromised. But it was still eye-opening to see, someone going through that. And she, she's, from her perspective, she was livid. But then when she talked to me for a good, few minutes, she realized obviously it's not the same person. And I'm not trying to scam her out of anything. I'm just trying to help her. But yeah, so just be vigilant out there. Make sure you protect your friends and family, and anyone who's a senior out there, give them extra attention and extra care. Caller ID spoofing is a real thing. So this is just a kind of a PSA to let people know that that's a real thing. And so people can fake caller ID numbers. So you can't really always trust the number that you see on your caller ID. So that's it. Just here at the MuteMe office, and wanted to share that story with you guys so you can protect yourselves. All right, take care.